What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. When we left off, we were investigating Horace Knightley's holding cell to get more of an understanding of what's going on around here, and it turns out that...
And apparently he was killed in here.
Yes, by a dog. I presume it was hard to tell from the video footage that we can't look at right now.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he was the one playing the male chess game against, what was the criminal's name again? Yeah.
Doggin.
Sir and Doggin.
Sir and Doggin.
Yes. So, we gotta figure out more of this truth. And also, the guard was gonna do something else for us that we were gonna ask, but we had to rethink about it for another day, so...
Yeah.
Fix it. There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center of the prison. I'd like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me. Yeah, sure. That's oddly specific for a sidekick. What? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Sidekick. Wait, does that make me a sidekick?
Yes, it does.
God damn it. You should corner that old coot.
No, not yet.
Huh?
We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison.
That's true. But once we figure that out, where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth?
The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them.
Interrogation. Love it. Hey, you! Tell us what you saw.
They're just all just lined up, and we just have to talk to them as which one is going to give us details.
All right, let's continue our... Ah!
Oh, boy.
It's Wolf Boy, man.
Oh, sorry to intrude. Oh, hey, it's you.
I've actually kind of missed him.
I know, right? Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Fancy meeting you here. This man is Shilong Lang, an Interpol agent.
Yep.
About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country of Zhangfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? A car. A car is what brought you here, I assume. You're right, but just some boring work, nothing you need to know about.
On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. Huh? You came alone today, Agent Lang? What about your army that you usually bring around?
Usually, you'd have a huge police force with him.
Yeah.
Mr. Prosecutor, seems you've been busy these past few days. These past few days? Is he referring to the incident with the Zhangfa president?
Oh yeah, true. He was your president, dude.
Yeah, I thought he'd been involved in his security too. Our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force.
Oh.
Look at the result of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why he brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene.
Instead of detectives.
Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me.
What?
They're not with you?
Did they all die in an
Fine,
accident?
looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, be seeing you, Mr. Prosecutor. Did he get taken off of his dealio?
Mr. Lang, wonder what happened.
Yes, it troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let's continue with our own investigation.
Got it. First, let's ask those guards a few questions.
Okay. Now over there. Okay, I'll ask you a question. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? There we go. Oh, this is a difficult case. What's wrong? Something troubling you? Sure. One of my uniforms has gone missing. And I'm certain that I placed it in his locker.
Maybe uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere.
What kind of logic is that?
Not yours. In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you for your support.
I believe in you, guard man.
Stolen uniform?
You can find your lost things.
Yeah, that's important.
You look for them.
A door. This door leads to the surveillance room.
Surveillance? Does this mean we're being watched? You'll have to tone down your shenanigans, Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you trying to accuse me of?
Shenanigans.
Evil shenanigans. Don't want to go that way.
No.
You, sir.
You.
What do you have going on? You there. Have you seen a black dog around here? Of course not. That's not just my brother, but don't mind me. If I had actually seen it, I wouldn't be standing around here so carefree.
Did something happen with that doggy?
Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Doggin's dog didn't come by the detention center.
Is that Gumshoe? Or...
I can't tell if it's Gumshoe or if it's gonna be...
I don't know who it is.
Or if it's gonna be the...
It could be anyone.
The warden. Oh, there you are. Ah, there you are. Oh.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, there you are. Mr. Shields, where'd you go? Where indeed, I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking all around the prison's hard work, you know.
That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction.
Now I've got some new information. You want to hear it? Do you? Be sure to change the subject quickly. I heard a little something from the guards. Seems Natalie caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? You know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right?
You're making his voice high again.
Oh, fuck it.
Remember, he's like a game show host.
Well,
almost.
of course I got it, and then we took a break from the game, so I
Yeah.
lost it over time, but after the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell, naturally a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell. While the guard was unlocking his handcuffs, all of a sudden Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. Seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. Strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So in the end, we still don't know what happened.
Jeez, so many cars.
There's a lot of them going around tonight.
Is that gonna be DEBESTE? I don't know.
That voice.
I hope it's him. Yes!
It's you!
Yes! I've been waiting to see these two again, especially him.
What are you still doing hanging around here? Well, you see, this is my assistant. Are you here to object our investigation and make me into a laughingstock?
Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for.
In a way, I think his expression was apt. A pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I am.
I know. You're Simon Key's defense attorney, are you not?
Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug.
Oh.
Right in the head. Oh, maybe not.
Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth Law offices. Prosecutors are civil servants to open no side business to betray the goddess of law.
As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it. I was here as a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office isn't to make money. We're pro bono. Like Bono and U2. Pro bono.
I have to remember to get back in the overruled. There we go. What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment.
And I do have an amazing charitable heart. More importantly, I'd like you to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes.
There's no need to.
Is that a challenge against me? No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney.
I don't know why everything he says is just funny to me.
I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest.
Was that supposed to rhyme?
I haven't said anything yet, but this is convenient. Then I'll hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keyes?
I see no need to inform you. Sebastian, let us...
Just watch, Justine.
Oh, God.
Watch as I run around in circles against this useless prosecutor. I think you mean run circles around me. Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh my God. Yes! Yes!
Oh boy.
Sebastian content!
So, you want to know my reasons for arresting that man?
Yes.
The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there.
Traces?
How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive. Right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. How am I supposed to go about pressing that? How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence? Huh? This guy sure talks a lot.
Oh!
So you're the one who arrested Mr. Keys, I take it. Mr. DEBESTE, do you have the right to do such a thing? Well, obviously it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest? As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time.
This kid.
However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking?
Ooh boy.
Alright, so we need to talk about the I don't care about you. The
I
answer
love
is
his
simple.
music so much.
Found traces of that guy over there. What the hell does that mean? That guy over there? That's certainly vague. Well, don't they say the best hears one thing and understands 10? You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly.
Sebastian, if it's all right with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
You damn right. All right. If you insist, Justine.
Excuse me?
We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found the suspect Simon Key's fingerprints.
Suspect guy. Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the goddess of law. Please amend your testimony. Are you all right with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
Yes.
This
the victim
music, I
carried a
love
chessboard. From it, we found
fits
Simon
him
Key's fingerprints.
so well.
All right, now do we have just I think we have
It's like the little tuft on the top of his head. It's like a question mark because who knows what this guy's thinking.
For real. All right. Is it just on this that we have the fact that he was bringing it over here? Yeah. Here we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that the ace up your sleeve?
Oh, that's
Ace
a
in
new
my
pose.
sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes, that method I used is always the best. This ace is my trump card. Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keys was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his fingerprints would be left on it. Exclamation point. My head to the exclamation point. That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Rash? Listen, we don't need to talk about that, okay? That's supposed to be a private matter. To begin with, stop. This incident occurred in the detention center and the prison. I don't care about what's going on under your clothes. To suspect Simon just because he isn't a prisoner or a guard is a little unreasonable.
Rashes suck.
What's with him all of a sudden?
He's allergic to being the best.
I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash, you mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right?
What?
You were stuck on that.
Did you know? That's why it's in the shape of a question mark. He never knows what the fuck's going on.
No. Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him, and I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not Rash. Sure, Simon Keys isn't a guard or prisoner, but...
Oh, it's Sebastian.
Judge Courtney. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that.
Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first?
The best part? That's my name, hey.
Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon?
Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning.
Oh, God.
Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keys? I'm sure it'll meet your expectations. Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation.
Yeah.
Just what is she planning?
Huh.
All right. It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So, that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, Isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon? At least it's clearer than his last testimony.
Yeah.
It's the best reason you can get from Prosecutor the Best.
Oh my
How do you
god.
like that? Should I trademark that one?
Oh
Copyrighted?
my god.
Huh? What do you think? Now he's mixing up the best with his own name.
But could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift sent to a prisoner?
You'll find a good place to examine the inside of the chessboard. Inside the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? I mean, you put the chess pieces inside
Yeah.
here, but...
But there's like, yeah, there's no room.
As I thought there's only chess pieces inside.
Wow, what an annoying laugh. Oh god, no.
Inside the chessboard, huh? Perhaps I should examine it a bit
Please
further.
don't make that his laugh. Please don't. No, don't degrade. Don't degrade.
This is... The top panel's removable.
Oh, it's quite deep.
Yes, there's more than enough room
Just
to
like
hide
life, Mr. Edgeworth. Life is deep.
There's more than enough room to hide a small knife.
Or a key.
Understand now? This is how the culprit smuggled in the...
Oh.
Huh. What's with the... I wasn't even finished.
His face.
I wasn't even finished, man. Mr. the Best. There is something you've forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center. Right fucking behind me. Huh? Well, there is, but...
He means the security gates with the that's just mental.
That's the mental detectors, that's why they didn't go off when DEBESTE walked in. There's nothing going on up there.
Metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember?
Yeah, that's it. I remember now.
Oh my god.
Looks like you completely forgot.
I love him.
It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held even from the very beginning.
Overruled! That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check.
So they don't use a metal detector for that?
This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Interesting.
Okay, security gate. Got it.
Someone's jamming on the organ in the background.
Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist. Lay one up on the backboard. Swish!
You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please.
Cross-examination. It's as if we were in the courtroom.
Your cross-examination, if you please.
Very well, his reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure.
I'm used to saying it in that voice, not
Yeah.
this one.
All right. It's obvious
I
the
love
murder
this
weapon.
kid. His personality is infectious.
Yeah. A sharp metal object. Do you have proof of that? Didn't you see the victim's wound? Worthless prosecutor.
Oh!
The fatal blow was a stab to the throat. And a knife perfectly matches up with that. There can be no other explanation.
Damn, Mr. Edgeworth, he just called you worthless. How do you feel?
It seems I don't know about that piece of information yet. I think he's the most worthless thing in this existence. Nothing to say?
Oh,
Speechless,
God.
aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Huh? Right? Next. There's plenty more of my reasoning.
Oh, God.
All right, Albert.
Press.
Well, number one, I think we actually already have what we need because
I wanted to hear more of him talk.
I might get tired of that for too much. My brain cells will start decaying with each line that I speak.
But, okay.
All right, black dog. Black dog? Black dog. Biting the victim.
Black dog.
It's too soon for that. Oh, best there's a contradictory statement. Or what? Or was there something else I was supposed to use? Huh? Is that true, Justine?
It is not, Sebastian. Does Prosecutor Edgeworth's statement that is contradictory?
Of course. There's no way it could be a contradiction to my argument. Grrr. Isn't it full of contradictions? The real problem is her rather than Mr. DEBESTE. All right.
It seems like she's just using him.
Yeah, that's the way it seems.
Like he's brand new, fresh out of law school.
I guess it's too soon for that. Oh well. Whatever. All right. However, the prisoner maintains strict control over illegal items. Even with the strict control, there were still some items that could be used,
That
right?
court be used.
Well, yeah, things like grooming scissors.
Of course, there's more to this, right, Sebastian?
Exactly. At the time of the incident, only one was being borrowed. However, there was no reaction when we tested it for blood. Those would be the scissors Mr. Saul was practicing with. So the inside of the prison was completely clear of sharp implements. So that's why I reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Can you be more specific about where it came from? Of course I can. It didn't come from inside the prison. Just trying to sound smart.
Simon Keyes brought it in. That's what we mean.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you even figure out that much? I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were going to be a challenge for me for once. And you've disappointed me from the start.
Oh my god, damn.
I sound like your father all of a sudden, DEBESTE, don't I? A disappointment.
He's like, I'm not mad, just disappointed.
So Simon brought the murder weapon, but how, you ask?
Oh my god.
Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside the chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that. Well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Is there a problem with the statement DEBESTE just made?
Yes.
I'll assume there is. The murder weapon is hidden inside the prison? I don't think so. It's clear from this piece of evidence. And I think I was just looking at it earlier because I was looking for something, and it was a thing here that said that in their prison investigation, Roland searched the entire prison, but did not find the murder weapon.
Yeah, he even helped with the search, and he's...
Have you completely forgotten your own actions?
Apparently.
You, along with Warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. But you did not find the murder weapon, right?
Whoa.
Ow, 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 ow,
It
ow,
just smacked him in the face.
We must have overlooked something.
This guy just completely contradicted himself.
You carried out such a sloppy investigation? I'm amazed that you call yourself the best.
Oh!
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me?
Oh. Sebastian.
Yes?
Please calm yourself. Don't get caught up in your opponent's pace.
Yep, I'm fine. Justine, I'm fine. I'm not Apollo, but I'm fine. Did you really think the best prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him?
Oh!
I wish he'd stop messing around with other people's names.
Oh, in that case, Kay Faraday is far ahead.
Kay, don't you get caught up in this too. Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison.
Far ahead.
In that case, there's only one possibility. Huh?
Wait, has it been Faraday this whole time?
I don't know. No one's said anything to us yet.
She said Kay Faraday has been far ahead.
Maybe.
This whole time it's Faraday?
I don't know. The criminal was taking the murder weapon with him when he left the prison. So it's only natural we didn't find it in there. Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it's pronounced or if that's just a translation thing. I don't know. Because I'm assuming, wordplay would be very hard to translate.
Well, yeah, they were the person that would comment all the time with like the notes from some of the fan translators.
Saying they mentioned they were having a really tough time
because all of his things were puns on his Japanese name, which weren't even his English name. So they had to figure out an English name to make all the pun lines work, essentially.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. The metal detector. Easy. Have you completely forgotten your own testimony that was literally said 5 seconds ago? Yes, I forget things easily, apparently. That's twice you've insulted me. Oh, it seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do well to remember further than that.
You alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
What is that?
This guy, he really doesn't remember anything?
He's me.
Oh my god,
It seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving this must pass through these gates.
Maybe he has short-term memory loss.
Gates.
That's why he has that question mark squiggle on his head.
Gates equipped with metal detectors. That's what you...
Looks like he remembers now.
Yes, there's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. And so the criminal could not have taken it out of the prison either.
So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to?
Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison? But we couldn't find it anywhere in the prison! The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it to be a sharp metal object.
We saw the very moment when Mr. Knightley was attacked, after all. If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case?
From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. I mean, I guess we're going to show the video. Because they're saying from this we can figure out it.
Security footage. Yep.
Here's footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See it with your own eyes. All right, let's watch this again. Because it's so weird how it goes.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a frame that it's there and it's on his head, and then it's all gone. It's so hard to. What? It can't be. This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog.
Yeah.
I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say?
Indeed, this is vital evidence.
Of course, Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. I'm playing Game of Clue right now.
Yeah.
A witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when the body was found.
That happens a lot in these games.
Yes. Of course, the dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there was someone who could have.
That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Judge Courtney?
It's true this camera footage is vital evidence, however, there is something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you?
It's just as she says. There's still a huge flaw in my reasoning.
If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention center and in prison?
Well, dogs can move freely. The animals can move freely.
Yeah.
The doors open.
What will we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other. Well, I don't know how it got through the big doors.
Yeah,
but
the big gate thing.
I knew it.
What? You're one to talk. You don't know either. If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. Bap!
What? Wait, I'm not finished yet.
Damn! Court has been adjourned. Leave at once.
This isn't a courtroom.
Well then, as I said, court is adjourned.
I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same case with Mr. Keyes?
Whatever do you mean?
Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention center, you also don't know how Simon Keyes entered the detention center in prison. Although we came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison?
Oh.
Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keyes entered the prison.
What do you mean over... You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige.
What? Does she really have evidence?
It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
What is she thinking?
It seems you don't even know Simon Keyes' real occupation. He is a circus performer.
A circus
performer? I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Yes, have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus?
Very much. It's circus. Duh.
Oh. But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world.
Wouldn't have missed for the world? Did you have some kind of important meeting?
Oh heavens no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. It seems you've realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed at the prison, and the show was put on by the Very Big Circus. So then, do you mean Simon Keyes entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show. That we know for a fact.
No!
Oops.
This woman, she's been concealing this fact the whole time.
She's in a
It's
trap.
only becoming real after hearing my reasoning. Come to think of it. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that.
Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first?
Mr. DeBeste was going to say it then, but she stopped him. How do you like that, worthless prosecutor? You didn't do anything.
Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. I had already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved you of your authority. You'd best not forget that.
What are you trying to say?
The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I'll advise you not to show your face before me again.
Is that a threat?
The goddess of law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. I suggest you stop with this defense attorney act.
That's none of your concern. I don't intend to abandon a case that I'm involved in so easily.
For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of the prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation.
No.
Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you.
Bye. Love you.
You vile... Did Simon lie to us?
Well, we're gonna find out if he lied to us next time.
Oh god, this is a mess and a half.
Yeah, it is. They're up to something. I know
For sure,
it.
absolutely. Yeah,
Oh,
she's a conniving
Bitch.
witch.
She's a conniving bitch. It's been a while.
Yeah.